lovely little treat. You know? Um, well, exactly, Rosanna. I know. It's just, as I say, it's interesting when it's, hold on a minute, you were, trying to blow smoke up EQ's hoop and all that jazz. And as we said earlier, isn't it just interesting that a certain Luke the Judge also used to be a very good friend and a very big supporter of EQ financially, as well as obviously, I guess, off the app as well, and all that shit, It's just like, hmm. And the one thing you've got in common is hate. Ah, okay. That's, I think it's, you look at like Scout Slayer and you look at Luke and it's like, hate just obviously clearly runs through your veins, but you can't, exactly, they might do TikTok legends, 100%. Time is a great healer. Time is legitimately a great healer. I'm just saying, when you think about it in the now, it's just like, okay. You're just hating somebody because you think you're right.
You should not have a platform to spew your vile venom and garbage from.
Right, and that's the same vile venom and garbage that you supported, wasn't that right? Oh, yeah! Silly me. Oh, honestly, can't believe it.
I 110%.
Oh, for fuck's sake, what does this knobhead want? Yes?
Hello. Just a reminder to have a little bit of self-love in the evening, relax a little bit, pamper yourself, get yourself some of these beautiful things. These are really good. They help relax your eyes.
Are you all right?
Yeah, people like you could probably use, FYP stars like yourself could use, a little bit of pampering from time to time. So get yourself some of these. All right.
Do you want to cheese it?
Actually, I've got some knickknacks tonight.
Oh, wow. And you put them in a bowl. Wow, you bougie bastard.
Yeah, which flavour do you think I went with?
They look like that tangy cheese one.
Nice and spicy. They're the only flavour that you could possibly eat.
No, cream and saucy were better, thank you.
Yeah, like Perry said, get self-cared. I just wanted to come in and give everyone that message. I love you, Pockerz. I'll see you later.
Bye. Thank you for the self-love, I guess. Who's this and why do I care? Hold on. Oh, no, they fucked off. Anyway, honestly. Look at that. There you go. That's a fucking paralysis demon if you've ever seen one, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look. There you go. Paralysis demon. I used to blow smoke up EQ's hoop. The only way I could stay relevant is now jumping on the hate train. Stop it. Oh, beast.
Believe that TikTok would be a much better place without Evil Queen.
I think it would also be a better place without shit stirrers like you, I guess. I mean, stand on your own morals and your own ground and whatnot, and then people will naturally, gravitate towards you, I feel. I like EQ. I like Zach. Obviously, people that know me know that, But, that's the thing. Stop it, Rosanna, you sausage. But, I guess on some of my own merit and whatnot, going into their lives, doing what I do and talking about them before there was I guess support from the cult, the hive, the the evil army, but that's what I mean. I was standing on my own ground. Scout Slayer, as I say, she lost her platform and now she's trying to figure out how best to get that platform back. And the difference is that the only way she can get it back is by joining the choo-choo, hate train. I mean, but then also, can we just preface as well, Luke held, I think it was last Friday, not this Friday gone, the Friday before, he literally held an entire live dedicated to like as a smear campaign against EQ. So he wants to cry the victim as well, but then he's also happy to spend his entire life berating one person. You know? I mean, look, what me and John... choo-choo, Bev. I can't say bang, bang, otherwise I owe EQ a train. But thank you, Bev, you sausage. Get pinned! Yes. Buffy Slayer, honestly, this is what I mean, right? You look at this side of TikTok, and I you know, it is what it is, but we'll just use it for the preface of my analogy, or whatever. You know, it's just like... No, yeah, but here the thing, though, TikTok legends, I swear they've only just started doing it because EQ has started doing it, and then Zach's obviously going a little bit further with it and stuff like that, you know? I know that, but then this is the thing as well. I know that Angie would, because Angie has as well, you know, and I fucking appreciate that. Why? Because there's little old me that's just trying to sort of have some funsies, and then you've got these obviously, you know, for better word, like some juggernauts that are, you know, obviously leading figures in, that's obviously the drama talk side of things, you know? And they're giving me just that little bit of attention. And that's all I need. I just need a little slither. Just, you know. But it don't take, like, you know, they don't have, no one has to fucking do that. And she does, but then she gets annoyed if they do well. She's funny. Yeah, but I look, you know, I look at, like, Angie as well and go, like, I think Angie could be someone you can have some fun with, you know? Like, because in a sort of more Zach sense, I just sort of kind of say shit, but I think it kind of goes over her head a little bit. And I don't mean that in an insulty way, but it just kind of then, it leads to having that kind of funsies, you know? And she gets tormented in this app. She's defensive, but lovely. Yeah, big up the cult. Big up Angie. We love our Angus there. She's our cheeky ginger Angus, she is. You know, but this is the thing. Everyone's got something to say on someone, and I'm not saying that I am the be-all, end-all of who you should listen to against who this person is and who that person is. You know, at the end of the day, you listen in, and I just want us to have some fun. So, if we have fun, then that's, I guess, my end goal, right? You know? So, yeah, of course we love Angie. We love Sophie. We love Angie. We love Zach. Of course, and we love EQ, you know? Like, the difference is, as I say, like, we don't have to, like, sit in each other's boxes and then all just start, like, sort of talking how much of an arsehole one person is. We're quite capable of doing it on our own lives, in our own platform, and stand on our own 2 feet, you know? But I guess there is a certain level of, there's, like, a mutual understanding and respect. And Levi, of course. Sorry, Levi. Yeah, big up the cult. Oh, there's lots of orange hearts today. I haven't seen that so many orange hearts before. The cult is representing. Hoorah! But I said this ages ago, like, you hardly see. Here's the thing, right? Make this, like, just understand. So EQ jumped in my box the first time, sort of sent me some, like, said some nice words and whatnot. That ended up on the FYP. When was the last time that Misread or Zach used their platform to highlight somebody and it actually end up on the FYP to sort of help boost that person's platform, right? That's what I'm saying. Thank you for the thank you, Cole. I really appreciate that. Will you still like them all? They falls out with each other. Well, yeah. Why not? You know? Like, at the end of the day, it's just like, I'm my own person. I said, Zach, wait, what? Did I say Zach? What? Hold on. Retcon. Who did I say? I've got Zach on the brain. Fucking hell. Oh, no. Luke, yeah. Did I say Red and Zach? Oh, I'm sorry. I've just got Zach on the brain. Well, I can't help. Whoopsies. Nobody tell him. It was a simple mistake. It was a simple mistake. Oh, no. No, Natalie, don't do it. Shit, I knew one of his mods would be here. God damn it. No, Natalie. Zach is your special interest. No, Too late, I sent it to him. Oh, fuck you. Good, Natalie, good. It's been logged with HR. Listen, I just work in the IT department, please. Oh. Forget Owen and train to EQ. It'll be Zach now. Oh, dear. Kriska, don't make it weird, for fuck's sake. Honestly. Far from it. I tell you that. Oh, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Thank you, Rosanna. Get pinned. Yes. You know, but this is what I'm saying. If you look at the other side, and this is coming from my personal point of view, is that they're so happy. Is this... Oh, sorry, TikTok legends. Yeah, it's roughly about 7 o'clock. Earliest is probably about 5 o'clock. It depends, really. Sort of like 5 till 10 or 7 till 10, something like that. But this is the thing, and I generally believe it. When you look at the other side, it's just like, I feel like they kind of gatekeep their communities, because it's almost like, well, no, unless it's a half day, then yeah, exactly, Hellsbuzz, yeah. You know, like, I don't like legit. Oh, fuck me. Oh. There you go. Hello, Tracy Sausage. You know, like, look, listen, I don't care if you like watching Misread. None of you then come over here and then obviously start giving me shit if I said something against Misread, you know? But that's the difference. Like, especially if you look at Luke's lives, you know, as if you end up in an echo chamber, you can tell, you know? And that echo chamber has an atmosphere, because the minute you say something that goes against what the creator says, you're the enemy, and thus they need to get you out, you know? Exactly, Hannah. Yeah, no, but and that's exactly right, TikTok legends. You should be able to like a bit of both sides, because I also think it's healthy in a competition sense to know what the competition are doing. You know? Luckily, obviously, watching clips kind of helps. But, you know, it's healthy competition to know what they're doing, so you can go, oh, do I do that, or do I try and do something different? You know, try and that kind of stuff. But people can like who they want, but like Marmite, I hate Marmite. Some people love it. It's true, Natty. I love Marmite. That is cheeky Scouse Slayer. It is indeed exposing Chelsea Lee Art. Not Mama Roots. You know, but that's exactly it. You like who you want to like. You know, I'm not going to push. I'm not going to sit here and make you guys believe in what I'm telling you. Like, you're clever enough to not have to listen to me. The problem, as I say, when you walk into an echo chamber, is they're just like mindless drones, just like, yeah, it's getting beamed into their head, and they're not allowed to have their own thoughts, whether you agree with me or not. And if you don't, then clearly you're a sheep. You know, honestly. But yeah, that's yeah. Echo chambers, terrible places. Thank you for the follow. Thank you everyone for the follow as well, by the way. We're at like 7,700 now. It's like, oh, what's this? Corey reacts to Luke the judge, and Corey says Luke's picked his side when he... Thank you, Hannah, you sausage. Get pinned! Yes, we'll have all the pinnings. Well, Luke the judge did, and I literally just clicked accept, and then he disappeared. So obviously, clearly, he was not that interested in explaining or actually having an adult conversation, because that's the difference between how he will do things and not, is that, you know, I'm going to let him onto the platform that I am, you know, my live or whatever. Thank you, Shelley. You know, he can have his say, but it's just like, you need to do it in a chill manner, because, like, legit, we ain't got time for fucking blown gaskets and fucking veins and heart attacks and all that shit, you know? Well, that is true, Hell's Bells, but let's not, Oh, I'm not really interested in that.
Let's go! Roots! All
these people on social media, you're all worshipping. I'm more gangster than all of them. You can ask plenty of London guys. Go and ask Rickster.
Oh no, please don't open your legs.
Go and ask Rickster. But yeah,
Virtualize!
But he knows I'm a G. Rickster's a G as well. I'm not disputing that. Hates on him. So I'll stick up for Dave Courtney all day long. I'll sit on this chair and I'll fucking...
Oh, so this was actually on the Instagram Live? Oh, I've just realised. Hi, Susie.
Scream, booyaka, and I know the underworld. You lot are a bunch of absolute...
Wankers?
And big up Bermondsey, because they'd all eat you up for dinner. Millwall. Big up Tamer Hassan, because he's a real G. And, know what time it is? His uncle's even more of a G.
What time is it?
But I'm going to shut the fuck up right now.
Yeah, put some suntan lotion on, honestly. Like, the parent in me is just like, on it, like, stop damaging your skin, woman.
Let's go!
Oh, all right, okay. Oh. She scares me. She scares me. Listen, I feel like if somebody's going to go off the rails, monetizing it, I guess, is business. But I also feel like it's just, I think you've got some deeper rooted issues, you know? Like, I would never come online and sort of go, like, drink myself to an oblivion that then leaves me vulnerable like that, you know? But, oh, here you go. So this is the morning after.
Switched after. I don't even know what I'm saying. It's
Now, either she's upset with herself or she's got really bad allergies.
hate myself. I do. I hate myself for drinking. I hate myself for what comes out my mouth. I hate myself. I can't watch myself when I see myself like this.
Right, okay. Who wants to take a bet to see when we'll see the first tear? Anyone?
I hate myself so much.
Do you know what? If I hated myself that much, I wouldn't be live telling everyone about it. Just me. Thank you, everyone, for your heart me's and the populace. Thank you, Sharon, Hells Bells, Debbie, everyone. Yeah, I'd hide away. Hello, Debbie.
Can you block all these fucking trolls like this bitch? You'll do it again. You know what I'm fucking going through? I tell you what, any of you that go through what I've literally gone through in the last fucking week, sweetheart.
Okay, the one thing that I am going to completely sort of like put as just so I've said it, whoever this guy is that is legitimately doing this stalking malarkey is an absolute fucking creep. And like it then and this is where it also then becomes it becomes that danger because, you know, words are one thing, but when, you know, someone actually fucking shows up, and I think I've got a clip later on. He actually found her in this market or something. Fucking bad. Like, he's not stalking her. Yeah, but I feel like it's a little bit on the nose when he's gone to her new place. Maybe, but okay. What I'm saying is I think it's wrong for anybody in any respect to start stalking or actively, you know, filming where someone lives. Yeah, it's strange content, like, you know, or seeing them out in public and then, like, you know, like, it's just showing a certain level of ick that, quite frankly, is a dangerous behaviour. That's what I'm saying.
Know what time it is? You wouldn't be sat
He does city tours. Fuck it, hell.
in here. You'd be out. You'd be fucking off.
It is scary shit. See, if he actually had approached her and said, "Oh, hi, Mama Roots, you know, blah, 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 blah," like, it'd be interesting. Can we talk about Luna? Naughty. You know, like, that would have been interesting to see her reaction. Yeah. Because that would have shown the intention of how she actually feels. Like, as in, does she actually want to know who this person is and all that shit? Or would she sort of play up on it as it like, oh, it's a fan, you know? It's 30 minutes long. What the fuck? Oh, no.
People say I look like Lord. Is that my celebrity lookalike? Is that what I look like? But I get it in my comments all the time.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Hello, Tracy. Oh, no. No, not Lord. No, don't do that to the poor girl, for fuck's sake. No. Look, listen. The one person actually cleans themselves and washes and actually, you know, naturally is beautiful. Elphaba is a munter.
And I would. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, here we go. Chippy would do misread. Oh, this is the guy that ate that kebab earlier with Canadian Angie.
All right. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about what the people say. Okay.
Amazing content creator, right? Imagine.
That's going to be on FYP. Chippy says he would with misread. She's a good looking lass. Why not?
I mean, old age, I guess, prefers old age, you know, like. Has he actually seen her without the filters on? Oh. Thank you, Vicky, with the breakthrough style sausage. Get pinned. Oh, no. I mean, listen, right? I'm a man that can't afford to be picky. However, I will be picky, you know? Fucking hell, why would you come live and fucking say that?
Imagine being this amazing content creator, right?
And I know it's only going to cost me a Chinese and a bunch of flowers. Sorry. I'm joking.
Why do you say it when I've got my mouth full?
Imagine, right?
No, just stop saying that, right? I don't like that. I'm joking. And I know it's only going to cost me a Chinese and a bunch of flowers. I'm joking.
Honestly, if it was only that easy.
I'm joking. Just stop saying that, right? I don't like that because I'm friends with him. Hey, I'm a potato. I'm friends. Thank you for that, Millsy.
Oh my God, Geraldine, you've actually got a point there.
Potato. I'm friends with who I'm friends with. That's it.
Yeah.
You did my dare. What was your dare? Oh, you took your filter. Oh.
Amazing content creator, right? Imagine.
Well, there you go. Chippy wants a three-way with Miss Red and Simon. And all it's going to take is a Chinese and a bunch of flowers. Here we go. So, the real Donna Monteith, everyone. Innocent Miss Red, showing her true colours. God, I hope Chelsea takes you for everything you're worth. Had a drink, had we? So I'm not going to say it. But as you can see here, Miss Red was in Delusive Angie's live and clearly called Chelsea, well, we know exactly whose last name that belongs to. So there could only be some connotation behind it. Obviously, the problem is, and I will just point out, that I don't know what Delusive was talking about, but all I'm saying, well, Evil Spy actually was there. Is Evil Spy here? Probably not, actually. Probably an EQs, I would have thought, but because I don't actually understand the context of why Miss Red would say that. the problem is that you shouldn't really say that because we know exactly who that means. Like, if you said Mr. Seville, you know, to anyone in the UK, you would know who you're talking about, right? Off the cuff remarks like saying that she looks like Magikarp, or, you know, she's got thin lips, whatever, right? That is like a little, that's just a kind of fun banter and stuff like that. But to sort of say, when you're not friends with someone, and then to go and sort of put that in a chat and think probably it was not going to get seen. Surprise, motherfucker! It got seen. The Worm Firm have shown their true colours. People are waking up. Yeah, they are. Hello, Gigi. Big up, Gigi. Get pinned. Get pinned. Did she, Rachel? Whether you've had anything to drink or not, you're still, there is still, it's tough, isn't it? Because like you can go down the road of, oh, well, you know, she was inebriated, you know, she wasn't of sound mind. Yeah, but if you're not of sound mind and you're going to be that dangerous, then maybe just don't fucking come on the app and fucking say some shit. Oh, were they really, Gypsy Bird? Wow. There you go. Thank you for your heart, miss, guys.
I'm not allowed friends.
No. Get lonely.
I'm not allowed friends.
Oh, it's just going to loop it, is it? Oh. No friends for you.
It's very sore.
Oh, shit, not this bitch.
So I told you the other day that today I'd be going for the anti-TikToker. You know this anti-TikToker, Alex?
Yeah, he's weird.
He is weird.
Says the person that has been, well, first of all, doesn't show his face. Secondly, is obviously known for mushrooms or whatever. And if you know, you know. It's all a bit like, you know, he speaks with a bit of logic. You're just upset that there's somebody that speaks logic and that you can't fight against it because it makes you look like a prat.
So let me just tell you, before I go live later, let me just tell you a little bit about a conversation I had.
So obviously, for those that joined us this morning, this afternoon, this evening, earlier, obviously the anti-TikToker came on. We ran through his entire chat log with Luke. So this would have been, I don't know, it was like either after, it would have been after that conversation. So you know what we said. You go to the anti-TikToker's channel now, you can see that video, and I've told him about his bad editing skills, but he appreciates it. Because you'll see the chat log as well. And this is obviously Luke saying shit that obviously, as we spoke out, is a load of bollocks.
With him. So we had a backwards and forwards in messages, and he...
Well, most people would say a conversation, but obviously somebody that wants to sort of play more of a play it up or ham it up, that it was more of a like tete-a-tete or bit of a battle or whatever, you know, would say that, of course, we had a backwards and forwards. There was no backwards and forwards. It was you just trying to shout him down, and you just didn't like the fact that somebody was just trying to talk to you like a normal adult, you know, and they weren't fucking biting to your kind of way of doing things.
He wanted me to show him where Evil Queen had ever called anybody a pedlo.
That's not what he said. And if you're paying attention, you would know that actually what Andy said was he wanted Luke, the one question that the anti-TikToker asked him throughout the entire conversation was, do you have the proof of that photo? And if so, can you prove it? The one question. And then this is where Luke's trying to spin the narrative because, of course, echo chambers. He obviously wants to make sure that the narrative fits his personal well-being so that then he can be the one that obviously is seen as the victim and obviously, you know, make out that he's the righteous one in the situation.
He wanted me to provide proof where Evil Queen had ever doxed. He wanted me to provide proof where EQ has ever spoke sick on children.
Never said that.
He's not seen any of it. But my mistakes that I make and me reacting to Evil Queen, that's my fault. But the anti-TikToker,
Hi, Corona.
and I can put the messages up, wants me to provide evidence that EQ ever said that she knew about her best friend going down to see the child and staying in the child's bed.
Well, do you know what you want to do then, mate? Is get all the FYP clip channels in there.
Yeah, to tag him.
Yeah, and play all the clips, and then literally get them all to tag him
It's
into
all right.
it, and then he has no
They've been blocked, don't worry.
choice but to say.
Alex, you don't mind if I don't really want to play them again. I don't really want to give that any clout. But what I will ask everybody to do, there's 1.2k in here. I rarely ask any of you to do anything for me.
Because all you're doing is fucking force feeding them your rhetoric and fucking the things that you want them to fucking understand and know, rather than letting them actually use their brain that they were fucking given.
I rarely ask. If you can find the clips of EQ doxing, talk.
And of course, in a situation like this, he's already got people fucking right under thumb. So, he doesn't ask a lot, but when he does ask, oh, we need to help our great protector, our great saviour. Fuck.
Talking about children in a derogatory way, all the bad that EQ's done. Please, could you tag the anti-TikToker in it? Could you all tag because he is ignoring the fact that EQ has ever done anything.
That weren't the fucking question you were asked, Pony Man.
EQ has only reacted to us, apparently. We are the wrong uns. EQ's never spoke about children. She's never...
Hey, thank you, everybody. Round of applause for you lot.
According to the anti-TikToker. Please, could every single one of you today, if you see a clip of EQ doxing, talking sick on children's, there's a post that I've reposted ages ago of all the sick things EQ said about children. If you could all go to that post and tag the anti-TikToker in it, force him to talk about it.
Do you know what's also funny? Yeah, Luke's like, force him to talk about it. We don't have to talk about shit, right? Because, like, Luke's coming across as if EQ's the only person that's done it. You're fucking deluded, mate. You're more deluded than Delulu Angie, and that's saying something, but we love our Angie. Yes, we do.
I still think that he won't, mate.
No, but at least then he can't say that he hasn't seen it, Alex.
He never said that.
Oh, but he can though, can he? He can still say, oh,
he can though, can he?
I haven't seen them tag videos. I can still... And he can
Very, very hard to do that when he's... And what I find more...
Just turn your messages off or whatever, then that's how you avoid it, right?
hilarious, Alex, and I'm going to go into detail today, is that his target and his pinned videos was Rickster and Talia. He had videos pinned of Rickster and Talia.
Yeah.
Isn't it very ironic that the minute EQ makes friends with Rickster and Talia, he starts bigging up Rickster? He takes away the pinned videos. Now I'm his focus, but isn't it...
No. Okay, right. So, right. As I'm to believe, I know the anti-TikToker's here, but as I'm to believe, Rickster actually reached out to the anti-TikToker. There you go. He didn't even fucking pin him. Horsey Man 0, Accrington Stanley 1. You know, Rickster reached out to the anti-TikToker, right? And that obviously takes, as I say, time is a good healer, you know, and I feel like the common ground of, Father Bennett and stuff like that. But then this is the thing as well. Sometimes time is a good healer, but then also you realise, actually, having certain people on side is far better than having them against you, you know? And listen, the thing is, if he's apologised, the only person that deserves the apology is the anti-TikToker, and they've hashed it out, and it's just like, but it's mutual. They're not fucking best buddies, bloody going down the pub and all that shit, but there's a mutual agreement and a mutual understanding. And that speaks fucking more volumes than the bollocks that this man's spewing.
Funny how he's done that.
I know, and he's just had a fresh haircut as well.
He's had a what?
He's had a fresh haircut the other day.
Oh,
He
no
looked
one
like
cares about.
he
no one
looked like
cares about-
Hagrid the other day, mate, and now he's had a
Oh, get to fuck. I'm the Hagrid looking fuck.
fresh trim, more videos
So,
and that.
Just to let you know, another
And-
one.
Oh, what? So a man's not entitled to fucking have a little shave of his beard and get his hair cut? Just because he actually shows his face, and Alex, you fucking sit in what you call the crypt or your mother's basement, you know, get to fuck.
And I texted him back and I said, isn't this a case of eyes wide shut? Yeah, I've got to provide him proof that EQ's ever doxed, ever
That wasn't the question he asked you, though, Lukey Pookie.
talked derogatory on children. I've got to provide that proof. It's the
Oh, well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. He ain't cut his hair or beard for 8 months and 4 years hair, but obviously trim occasionally. There you go.
TikToker. So if you could all tag him in, clips of EQ, I'd appreciate that. Thank you. I'll see you all at 3.
Oh, wow. And interesting, Luke the Judge feels like he's got that much power that rather than actually himself offering evidence to somebody or offering, you know, that proof, no, he's got to rely on his brainwashed audience. I mean, that, ladies and gentlemen, is how indoctrinating a group of people. I mean, that's more cult-like than what bloody Delulu has, you know?
Luke.
What?
Alicia's Martha's just said a guy. She's put a post up. A guy got 18 years for making AI videos of children. 18 years.
So
Yeah, but I know that obviously that's just cut off at the end there, but I'm just going to assume that those videos were very heinous and the most utterly disgusting things that probably could happen, right? At the end of the day, if you genuinely feel like someone is doing something that wrong, that it breaks a law, go to the police. Hello, Feral Kiwi. You know? Like, just do it. But don't then come online and start spouting about it as if like you're some fucking martyr. No. Somebody that is actually genuinely suffering will go to the police and not fucking brag about it. Yeah? It's not all about views and money and all that shit. But unfortunately, certain individuals need it to be about that because clearly they have that much of a problem in themselves that they have to do everything in their power to be everywhere on people's FYP. So they're that relevant and that quote unquote popular. You know? Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
111 didn't vote.
I use print on demand, so it's just how.
Right, okay, so CLA says she's got a plan how to stop FYP shows playing. Oh, well, let's see that. Give it a try, bitch.
It is, darling. But the thing is, no one's allowed to use my artwork because you know all my artwork, yeah, it's trademarks. It's like it's all copyright, whatever. So if someone went now to
Is trademark and copyright two different things? Or is it pretty much the same thing, but it's just under different, like, organizations? They're pretty much the same thing. Liar!
any of my images or I can go for them, innit? Like, they're not allowed to. They can get done. Get in trouble.
Right.
What I'm gonna start doing, look, I've got a plan.
And do you know what the best kind of plans are? The ones that you put out in public. Oh, yes. Two different things, okay.
Should I tell you or not? I'm gonna tell you.
Yeah, tell us, you silly sausage.
Yeah, I can make everyone stop streaming me
Go on then.
on FYP. I can stop it.
Yeah, do you know what, Catherine? You're not right, not wrong there. I feel like, see, this is the thing. I feel like if someone is to fall off, that means they completely remove themselves from the platform, right? Yeah, I feel like CLA is currently sort of like, you know, at the dregs, at the bottom of the barrel, especially because she has to fucking talk to bloody Mr. UK TikTok official, you know? I feel like that's quite low for her, considering she was hanging out and talking with higher hanging fruit, you know. And then this is the thing, right? I only obviously I joined when I joined the app. I knew EQ and Mama Roots. Hello, Donald Trump's right here. You know, I knew them together as like a not a duo, but you know, there was a bit of teamwork going on, a bit of camaraderie, you know. And sorry.
I can just put my...
Totally lost my train of thought. Pockerz. Mods, anyone that actually comes in saying about an Andrew Harwood, block them, please.
sticker of my
We don't fucking tolerate that shit around here.
trademark
If you're going to be a cunt, then I'll treat you like one.
on my live.
And you can
then
get
every
to
time
fuck,
you
haha.
put me on your FYP screen, I can get that video taken down like that. And if you play me on your FYP, you'll get blocked.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I'll have to do that. Can I do it now?
Absolutely, darling. So that's what I think I'm going to do. I'll get Ronnie to help me, darling. I use print on demand, so it's just how it is, darling. But the thing is, no one's allowed to use my artwork, because you know, all my artwork, yeah, is trademarks. It's like, it's all copyright, whatever. So if someone went now to use any of my images,
I've just done it.
I can
Thank you,
go for
everyone.
them, innit?
I mean, listen, Mama Roots, as I say, you're definitely a more lower hanging fruit these days. As I say, it's a bit sad, really, when you see somebody that's sort of doing X, Y, Z and all that bollocks, and then all of a sudden, you know. Well, no, look, here's the thing, as I say, like, my lives are a place where people can come and be happy, and we can have some funsies. And, you know, as I say some words that don't go any deeper than, like, they don't even go skin deep, you know? But I ain't gonna fucking tolerate that sort of shit. It's definitely not copyright or trademark. Oh, well, there you go then, guys. Mama Roots, delusional as always. Yeah.
Welcome back, boys and girls.
Oh, look, he's had a shave and he's not wearing his robe. Oh, well, we've already heard this.
Hey.
Fuck off.
It's not the fucking coronavirus. Scabies cannot fucking kill you.
Yeah, but it fucking itches though, right? Ugh.
Scabies is a very unpleasant thing to have. And no, there was no one pregnant near me, okay? No one was pregnant near me. I said to the people beside me...
You understand that, like, you could stand next to a lady and not know they're pregnant because they've only just got pregnant, right? Not everyone just is an instant fucking balloon when you've got a baby. Honestly. What the fuck's she on about?
From scabies. I have the cream on, I'm sat on the seat, can I sit? And they're like, fine, that's fine.
Oh. Why would you say that? I've got scabies, can I sit on the seat? Oh, I'd be fucking embarrassed. I don't even know how you get scabies, so... I didn't show till I was ready to pop. Did you not? Do you know what? I had someone that I work with, and she knew she was pregnant, but literally hardly showed it at all. Fucking insane. Like, legit. Like, and the baby was born, like, you know, via poor hygiene. Oh.
I had the right to call 999 because I was 2 a.m. in the morning and there were men screaming.
Okay, hold on a minute. Wait, what's this? Elphaba gets angry and says they have every right to call emergency services because they felt unsafe.
At me, I felt unsafe, so I had every right to do it. I did. And so would you. You have the right to call 999 if you feel unsafe. They always say that to you, and that's...
Right, but didn't you call an ambulance? You didn't call the police, you called an ambulance. Right?
That's why I'm not being in trouble, because I didn't waste their time. I felt unsafe. Genuinely.
Oh, is it?
Go out alone. Have no friends, babe. What do you expect me to do? Stay in all the time?
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess, rather than being a menace to society, why don't you just, you know, stay indoors, you know? Or just go out where no one else is out, you know?
What if a man hurts you?
Oh, right.
And you're out on your own and you're wearing a short skirt and your friends have abandoned you, etc., you know? You have the right. I would say you have the right to call 999. I took precautions.
So you said that you've got the right, but then you're saying that you've I don't think. Well, oh yeah, no. Gee, we saw that one earlier. We saw that one. Yeah, it's Neil from the Young Ones.
For my own safety. Hell fucking yeah. And I don't even care what you think. I took precautions. So I will say how it is. I didn't waste their time. You can have different opinion on me. I'm not going to change it. But I'm a trans woman, and I have the right to call ambulances 999 if I feel unsafe. And I'm even more unsafe at night.
Once in every lifetime comes a love like this. Oh, I need you, you need me. Oh, my darling, can't you see? Young ones, darling, we're the young ones. The young ones shouldn't be afraid to live, love. There's a song to be sung, 'cause we may not be the young ones very long.
You still talking, bitch?
And you're out on your own, and you're wearing a short skirt, and your friends have abandoned you, etc., you know? You have the right. I would say you have the right to call 999.
Don't, Feral Kiwi. Honestly, look, listen, Rick Mao passed away on my birthday. Fucking tragic. I can't celebrate my birthday the same way.
Hell fucking yeah. And I don't even care what you think. I took precautions.
You don't care what anyone thinks, but you're going to give us your opinions anyway because you do care about what people think. I see through you. I see through you.
Like the
Delulu and REQ. EQ pops in Delulu and says, who she's made a police report on? Oh.
people is Miss Red, Corey Wilde, and Luke the Judge who have reported to the police. Not Chester, not nobodies. It was last week when they first started. I reported them, so I've given full statements yesterday. So not in relation to trolling or backwards and forwards and all that, just the extreme things that they're saying, you know what I mean? So it's them three. So if anyone's wondering who she got the police case, it's against Corey, Miss Red and Luke the Judge for making false claims and trying to claim child abuse and this, that and the other. It's not like they're saying it once and moving on, or they're saying it in an argument situation. They're literally pushing it on the platform as if it's facts. So they're the three people.
And this is what I mean by when Luke held that smear campaign and that hate live exclusively on EQ, because that is all he spoke about. He only spoke about her.
If anyone's wondering.
And this is what I mean when, like, going to the police, there are the right times, and then there are, like, okay, but you understand it is just words, but this goes beyond a statement of it just being words. It's, you know, slanderous to the point where the things that they've been pushing out and pushing, it's just like, that's the kind of conversation, but they're the kind of words and stuff like that fucking can, like, put someone's life, you know, in jeopardy, and it's fucking terrible. And like that, and that's when, like, police intervention helps. Thank you, Debbie, for the family. Get banned. It's not FYP from Luke, it's FHP. What's that mean?
Don't know why this chest.
Am I being stupid, Luke?
Trying to get himself involved with me. I just ignored Athlete. He's literally a bladdered drunk every single day. Sat in a pub looking like Freddie Mercury when he was about to pass away. So it's got nothing to do with him. So
yeah, all right, I'm a bit dim, all right.
But there's the little update. But Delusive, you stay strong. I know you are anyway, but they can never bring you down, love.
It's slander from them, exactly. That's what it is. And I've got a police conversation with him because they're calling me on Wednesday.
Honestly, do it, and I'll send you what I've got off the police and that, and then you can tie it up with mine, because it's a targeted campaign of abuse. You know what I mean? I understand this,
and you are allowed to do that. In fair, like, because obviously, if it's the same kind of thing happening to someone else, and you know that there's already a police case from somebody else, you can marry it up.
Backwards and forwards. If she says something,
it's like two separate cases, but they're linked in that respect. I think.
You say something, or I'm not bothered about that, and I've told the police this. You know what I mean? I said I'm not bothered about calling them this, them calling me this, or whatever. I can take trolling all day long. It's part and parcel of being an insult comedian. What my material is offensive, so people get offended, but then they should just not watch. But when they're trying,
and also here's the thing, right? EQ's just yet again has just said there, an insult comedian. Just because she doesn't go round and do the circuit, she doesn't need to do the circuit. Why? Because she can fucking, do it on TikTok. I know, Red Eye Jedi. That's what I'm saying. We're now in the era of police cases. You know, like you don't have to be a comedian that goes and does the circuit to be called a comedian. You could be a comedian and still be here. You know, just because somebody like only sings on, say, TikTok doesn't mean that they're not a vocalist. Well, no, if they sing on TikTok, like if that's how they make their money, that's how they make their money.
To involve children and say that there's child abuse going on and making all these claims. They've got photographs and stuff, which they haven't. So if they're saying they've got photos, they're saying they've got material of paedophilic materials. That's what they're sitting there baiting out, saying, oh, we've got this picture, we've got this, you've got no picture. Because I certainly, consciously, I've never, ever took any pictures of the nature. So what you're talking about?
Exactly.
There you go.
The police said it's serious, more so serious, because they're saying and blackmailing and saying they've got content they haven't, and saying they're holding on to pictures of child abuse. That's what they're saying, you know what I mean? So that's what's getting
Full house, ladies and gentlemen. Ding dong. Exactly right. That's exactly it. If they've got this information, now if they actually do have this information, they're the ones that are going to look like bigger twats. Because a police case of this sort of kind of matter, it's just like, okay, well, I don't know how far the police will go with it. That's the thing, you know. You can only they'll only go as far as they want it to. I guess, you know, from say EQ's side and Delulu's side, you know, like they obviously can keep re-raising it, you know, like they can't ignore all of them.
Investigated, not the tit for tat, not for.
That's what I said. I said, why have you got that on your phone call? Because he said he got it sent to him. I said, why would someone?
I've got all the videos of them saying they've got this material on the phone.
Yeah, and I said to him, why have you got a child on your phone? It's what?
They've all got this picture apparently, but none of them have reported it to the police. And when they sit there and go, you've got them going, oh, Chester's never changed. Yes, he has. He's changed it a million different times to suit his own little narrative. He gets no clout. Do you think if any of them had this photo, Angie, they wouldn't be putting her up by now? You know what I mean?
And that was the one question the Angie TikToker asked Luke in that entire string of conversation. That was the one question he was asked. And could he deliver it? No. Could he answer it? No. Why? Because it doesn't exist. And the fact that he wanted to make it more about him being the fucking victim and shit like that. It's like, honestly, as I said earlier, Luke was very much playing, he wanted the pity party against somebody who is never going to give him the pity party. You know? Well, exactly, Helen. He didn't even acknowledge it all. It's exactly. And you know what? And this is the thing as well, right? Is that if you've got that on your phone and you've held on to it for however long you've held on to it for, like, you are inherently the problem. You're just as much a part of the problem. Or what was that thing that they said? Something by association. What was it? I can't remember what it was they said now. Right, but you know what I mean. It's just like they're guilty by association. Yeah, I think it might be that. Surely then that applies to them as well. Yeah. Oh, listen. As I said earlier, I watch the clips I see in front of me, and I make a judgment from, like, as I say, I don't know, like, literally from the very beginning. I feel like I'm going to blow my mind if I try and do that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I know that none of them have clean hands. I know that. But
so the fact that they're talking about child abuse images, that they've got them on the phone and all that, you know what I mean? They're getting investigated.
It is a bit weird. You got to admit.
He told me that on a phone call to me.
They're all liars, Angie. That's the one thing. That's the one thing that could do serious damage to me, and they won't put it up, but they want to end me so badly. You know what I mean?
He was hoping I was going to speak on it and you know, go live with it, but I never did. That's what he was hoping.
So Luke, Red, and Alex said they hadn't seen it yesterday. So why are they going on about it? Night, Tracy. Oh, fucking hell. Honestly, sometimes it's just like this fucking tapestry of craziness, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, anyway, I'm not reporting trolling. I'm not reporting arguments that we've had backwards and forwards.
Yeah, but even that watcher, like, you could tag me in it, but have we actually got the clip? See, this is what I'm saying, right? Nobody nobody films everything that anyone says at every God-given moment, right? You know, so if they're saying that they haven't seen it, but then there's a general populace that believe that, well, no, actually, no, you said that you have seen it or that you've got it. It's just like, where does it end, you know? Where does it end? It's crazy. Someone has to be an adult and put a stop to it all. 100%, Helen. And I would hope and pray that the police will actually take what EQ is saying seriously. Because, yes, there is evidence out there. Whatever evidence actually EQ physically has is obviously hers, right? But I feel like you know, calling someone a dickhead is one thing. But then repeatedly, you know, pointing the finger saying, well, I've got evidence that you've done this or that you're associated with this. Like, that is damaging to reputation, you know. Okay, thank you, Watcher. I might play it tomorrow to see if I can find any clips of Luke, Red, or Alex saying that they've had this picture or anything like that. Might try, so then I can... That's what I'm saying. If I can find any clips of that, then bully for me, because then I can make them look like right cunts, can't I? Exactly, Doggy Lover. Yeah, there is. Listen, there is. This is a machine, you know. Thank you, Evil Mistletoe. This is a machine, you know. Like, it's a machine to have money to be made, entertainment to be had. The difference is where you take that entertainment, you know. I feel like accusing somebody of something without, like, you know, with, I guess, hateful rhetoric, you know, like going out there and saying to somebody that, oh, you're this. Okay, well, when you've then been asked, say, by a certain anti-TikToker, well, if you can show me, or if you can put me in the right direction to find it, then we can have a conversation about it. But until you show me, how can I possibly sit here and just believe what you say? It is, yeah, it's defamation of character, you know? Like, fucking hell. It's crazy.
So I'm reporting the serious nature of what they're saying, you know what I mean? So,
well, I'm reporting the fact that they're trying to find my news.
well, yeah, if you download Canadian Angie's Lab, and I think that is the worst case of doxing I've ever heard in my life. And Corey sits there and says, I'm not doxing, and he's sitting there saying, I'm doxing this, I'm doing this, I'm doing this. So I've sent that footage into his management as well.
Wow. What, Corey's management?
I mean, literally any agency that runs on TikTok, if they are given evidence where a creator within their agency is doxing and putting people's real information out there in the public, like into this domain or whatever, you know, that agency needs to take a look and go, right, well, and this is the thing, would an agency drop a creator like Corey? No. Why? Because he's probably a fucking cash cow to them. And I don't mean that in a sort of disrespectful sense, but it's just like, an agency is going to look at somebody like Corey and go, well, we're in the money, cha-ching, you know? Or will they stand on morals? And then that's the thing. But then they'll have their agency put into question. It's you know, it's a game of chess, but it's a forever going game of chess, you know? Like, no one really is a winner or loser. Sometimes you get winners and losers, but you know.
Oh, yeah. Listen, it's against the rules now, and you lose your whole account if you provide them with proof that it's actively happening. Nothing before the rule change applies, but when you can date footage and you can show when it was recorded and show when it was, they're all fucked. They're going to lose their accounts and everything. The police are investigating Miss Red, Luke the judge, and also Corey Ward, and that's why I said yesterday, more evidence when she called me Chelsea Savile, you know what I mean? So that's why I keep uploading things. And then Canadian Angie's sitting there going, and your mom's not dead. We'll find the gravestone then, and we'll put the gravestone up. If you hear what they're saying, fucking freaks.
Wow. Really?
Honestly,
Guys,
Angie, they're the one. Listen, keep your cool and everything, because they're the ones saying all this stuff, so it'll look bad on them. Because you know, when this dies down and like we play the footage of what they've said and done, they're going to look like the worst people in the world. Honestly, their digital footprint is doxing, talking about child abuse. You know, making claims they've got material of a paedophilic nature on their telephone devices, but not reporting it to the police.
And that's exactly the point. And now they're saying that they haven't seen that. It's a bit like, well, then how did EQ come to that conclusion then if they hadn't said that? You know? Like, because it would be crazy for somebody to make that up and then go to the police about it, is what I'm saying. Because the police would go, okay, so where's your evidence? I go, oh, well, I don't have this. Well, then it weakens the case completely and it can just get sort of thrown out, you know? I know that EQ didn't make that up because I've heard through the grapevine and stuff like that that's been said, you know?
Well, that's what I said. He said he had reported it, but I don't believe him.
They haven't reported that because there's nothing to report. This is the thing,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So the fact that they're making these false claims, so they're getting done, all of them. Listen, I had murder with Banter Queen for how long? It was a backwards and forwards. I said the worst thing. She said that she still went to jail because when you take it to a certain level, it goes beyond, it goes well beyond. So they're all fucked.
Yeah.
I'm normally on 7 till 10, but I'm also sort of like 5 till 10. Like it just depends how I'm feeling on the day, really.
Yeah, absolutely. And guys, everyone report it to the to TikTok as well. Send it in. I'll show you.
Yeah, if you can date and timestamp things that happened after the rule change, they will lose their account. So it's against TikTok rules. They're sitting there doxing your family members who aren't even on the app.
Yeah, and it is dox.
That's what I mean. Like that's you've then got to question the person that found out that information's integrity. Why is it that important to find out someone's family's information? It makes no sense, right?
They're physically looking for.
Honestly, if you phone the police on Corey, he would get arrested for that. He's already got investigations going on about him. You've got to remember that, Angie. So strike now. That's why I've struck now, is because he's already got the police interest on him already. He's trying to get Rickster done while he's sitting there doxing everybody, you know what I mean?
I'm going to extend on an area video. That was tit for tat. That was to do with CA. So what?
It's not about, but listen, the police told me anything tit for tat is just what it is. But when they take things to this level, you know what I mean? And openly say, like Luke the Judge just turned around to anti-TikToker and said, 3:30 on Monday, I'm going to show the picture and all that. Well, let's see, 3:30 Monday can't wait for nothing to be produced.
Oh, yeah.
100%. Thank you, Kathleen. I might even come live early on Monday just to cam to Mr. Lukey Pook because I don't believe nothing's going to be produced. And that's and just like what Sophie Bailey said, you know, it's just like they'll drag you into such a point of climax, and then you're left high and dry.
Oh, that photo, yeah, of course.
Yeah, but listen, imagine the scene, Angie. They're all coming for me relentlessly. They're dying to cancel me. They've got this piece of gold, this evidence piece of gold that would ruin my reputation. If show me as whatever they want to show me as, but they won't put it up. They won't give it to the police because there is no picture. You know what I mean? So the fact that they keep saying this, that's why I've gone to police.
Wanting to people to believe that they've got.
They do, yeah. So I'm going to get it cleared up by the police, love. And they're taking it very serious, by the way. I was in yesterday all day in the afternoon giving statements about clearing.
I've done that because I've got to speak. I've got to conversate. They're going to.
I'm not having it. I don't care. Listen, I told the police. I said, listen, I have a backwards and forwards with these people. It's part and parcel of the job that we all do. It's to be like enemies and all that. But this is going too far, and they agree entirely. You know what I mean? They know exactly what I do. I haven't lied to them about anything. You know what I mean? I've told them everything as facts, just like I did with Elsa, and I will get them sent to jail for what they've done. Honestly,
yeah.
Sitting there saying they've got paedophilic images and all that. No.
Yeah. Exactly.
All right.
That is inherently weird.
Yeah, well, I'll let you go.
That's what
I don't want to tell them too much, love, but they're getting arrested for sure. I've had it guaranteed to me by the police. And that's why anyone who sees any more material that they're posting and alluding to the fact of me being a child abuser, can you please send it to me as well?
Yeah.
All right, girl. Have a nice day and don't let the
thank
bastards
you.
grind you down.
Oh, no.
No to the bastards.
Absolutely not.
Bye, girl. Love ya. See you later. Bye.
But there you
Bye.
go, guys. Send.
So, and here's the thing, right? Like, you know, EQ supporting Angie. Angie, I guess, supports EQ. You know, like this is why, like, when you look at CLA, and you think, why would Mama Roots not want that kind of support? You know, like, seriously, it makes no sense. Surely you would want that kind of support. Yeah.
What I'm going to do, right, is I'm going to show you this video. If anyone's got any videos of CA's live last night, what I'm going to do is, now she lives in Canada. I don't think she. There's a video of her saying she's going.
I mean, there might not be. You know, I think it would be. Listen, the thing is, right, is that I believe that there is always truth in certain things. You know, I believe that EQ has all the correct reasons to be going to police over these people. 100%.
I'm going to try and what did she say? Get money together for a legal case. That's crazy. But what I'm going to do is the fact she lives in Canada, but however, I do know that I can report it online to Canada. Now, they probably won't do anything. I'm not going to lie. But however, I've got nothing to lose by sending it to them anyway. Information on CA. You never know, do you? Do you know what I mean? They might just say, well, you know what I mean? But I very much doubt it, to be fair. But who knows? I'm going to show you this video, guys. I want everyone to send it to TikTok at them trying to dox, a child. Yeah. So, and then apparently they were even talking about my niece and things about, oh my God, it's sick. I don't want to talk on
it. Like
well, there you go. That's the thing. You know, and of course, TikTok don't care because TikTok want money, and the money that they get, you know, is what they get. That's why I say, you know, there's a certain level of, yeah, there's only so much TikTok will do because they realize how much money is made on this. If you know, if you understand what I'm saying, you know, it's interesting. As I say, when you get into the belly of the beast, you start to realize how certain cogs move and how certain parts of the machinery operate. You know, for an analogy. But at the end of the day, as I say, if it's got to come to the point where it's like, you know, if a police case has to be formed, that's when it's like, okay, obviously, clearly, it's gone too far. Yeah, as I'm saying, like, I can take a bit of banter and a bit of, you know, backward and forwards, but I've got no intention of knowing where someone lives. Like, that's not my existence on here, you know? But apparently some people, they do. Who's caught assassin and why do I care?
After her.
Fuck off.
I thought you were leaving TikTok. Never. I really suffer with anxiety, and chest pain.
Oh, fucking hell, it's the hypocrisy of bloody Mama Roots. Hold on a minute. This is going to be totally worth it. Honestly, she's so, like, hypocritical. Here you go.
I thought you were leaving TikTok. Never. I really suffer with anxiety, and chest pain. And it just comes back sometimes. And I'm just like, I'm going to come off TikTok because I've got to be fit and healthy for my sons. I tell you what, if I had bare money, I'll be off here. I'll be coming on here just for a few days. And that's what I mean. I'll just come off this, man. I don't care. I'll do anything, man.
I mean, listen, like, legit, she's just basically like, I don't want to be here, I'll be here. I don't want to be here, I'll be here. Listen, obviously, the headscarf is on too tight, you know. Yeah, cry me a river. You know, it is, honestly. Like, and do you know what? And I hate it as well. The fact that she's very quick to turn around and go, "Oh, but I'm doing this for my sons." You're not doing fuck all for your sons. You're doing things for you and for you only. Why? Because it's you in the present, here now. You know, you don't want to think about anyone else other than yourself.
Just want to live a normal life. Haven't had enough.
If you want to live a normal life, stop coming on TikTok. For the love of fuck. Distance yourself from the thing that you're calling so toxic or that's causing you such misery. Because otherwise you've got some sort of weird Stockholm syndrome thing going on where you basically you don't want it, but you also know that this is where you get a lot of money. So it's very interesting. I haven't seen that, Rosanna. No. I mean, look, listen, as I say, I appreciate any gifty poos that I'm ever given, any subbins that I get. You know, it's all appreciated, you know. I don't expect anything, but it's, I guess, a nature of the beast where people can gift and stuff like that. And it's, of course, humbly appreciated. Mama Roots, you know, see, I could turn this app on. Like, I'm not trying to say I'm better than Mama Roots, but I guess I kind of am. Like, I could turn the app off and not worry about it. Why? Because I have a job. You know? Thank you, Anne, for the follow. Like, this isn't my main source of income, right? You know, this is a bit of pocket money that allows me to be able to do things and just, you know, get things and this and that, like that kind of stuff, you know? Whereas Mama Roots needs this because otherwise, without it, she's got fuck all, you know? And that's a scary place to be. Like, really is. I mean, when she said the amount of money that she's earned on this app, if she actually invested it into property, like, you know, she wouldn't have to pay anyone rent and all that bollocks. I don't understand how she can afford to pay rent. I really don't. Hi, Shauna.
So I'm jobless and homeless because of TikTok.
Homeless? I've got so many fans that'll put me up. What are you talking about? I mean, no one's been out. No fire brigades, no services. I'm being left alone.
Fire brigade at 3 o'clock in the morning. Now just had a locksmith that just took a key out my door.
There's no difference between £10 and £100. Listen, let me tell you something. I know my sister's involved in some... I know she was involved. But you know what? At least my sister, at least she's being good. Do you know what I mean? She's being good, so she does deserve a chance.
Like, you're not a sister that's brought up with me. You're a stranger, Georgina.
You know what I mean? At the end of the day, everyone makes mistakes and stuff. But some people, like, you know, they deserve chances. Roots, darling. But I really do have a disability in my brain.
In the gay community, I'm massive, darling. Famous in the gay community. They fucking love me, sweetheart.
They don't give a fuck about you, Chelsea. You're just a piece of pork. Bacon. Oink, oink.
No, I've not stole flowers. My landlord's got me them flowers. Darling, like, I've got money to waste.
Stop.
Because I'm a raspberry ripple. How does that work out?
You gotta understand I'm bipolar. Look at my mood now. My mood's just changed because I'm bipolar. It is my therapy and I do love you lot, but...
Didn't she actually come out and say, thank you, Welsh Rat Pack Charlie, thank you, everyone. Didn't she come out and say that she isn't schizophrenic or bipolar?
If I've got no fucking hardly anyone left, I don't give a shit, darling. I'll block everyone. I need to shave my armpits.
Thanks, Angela.
Hell, man. Oh.
Honestly, that woman is a calamity. I'm telling you, it's you can't, like, it's, do you know what? Probably the day that she said about it, about, like, oh yeah, having bipolar or whatever, you know, that's the thing. You have to be clever enough to go, what could I use as an excuse? You know? And I feel like the excuse is when she turns around and says that she's got bipolar. Listen, as I said, you know, unless we see proof, we can't assume that she's lying. But if she has then said that she hasn't got it, then you got to appreciate, well, then people are going to question you in multitude of different things. So there you are. Right, listen, you lovely lot. I'm going to fuck off because it's like 10:15 and I want to go to bed and all that shit. So Listen, thank you so much. Thank you, Charlie, you sausage. Get a cheeky pin. Honestly, thank you so much for the anti-TikToker jumping in, for EQ jumping in, for Sophie Bailey to jump in, even for Jonathan Christ Superstar. Thank you for Luke the Judge for nearly making it into the box. I literally clicked accept and then you fucked off. So maybe you didn't like the fact that I didn't accept you when you expected to be, accepted in. And unfortunately, fuck you. Get cheeselets! Honestly. No, mwah. I'll see you all later. I'll see you tomorrow. What time? I might try and get on for 3:30. And we'll do a cheeky cam to a Luke, because I want to see what he's got to fucking say, if he actually is going to say anything. Or show anything, And if he doesn't come on, surprise, surprise. Oh, hold on, let's I'll set that up again, hold on. And ladies and gentlemen, and if he does come on at 3:30 and he doesn't have anything to say, well, small surprises. Oh.
If nothing is impossible, will you believe your eyes? If the unexpected brings a smile.
And if he doesn't bring anything to the app,
Surprise, surprise.
Of course it's a surprise, surprise.
The unexpected hits you between the eyes.
Silly fucker. Thank you, Wraith. I will see you tomorrow. Hopefully at 3:30.
When you found
surprise, surprise. Bye, everyone.